certain way.
Absolutely, yeah. Your questions can take you to the answer, can't they? They can be really helpful or they can be unhelpful in the situation. So, we are going to play a very, very quick game. It's called 20 Questions. You may have played this over the Christmas dinner table with your friends and family before. I'm going to write the name of a celebrity on a post-it note, and you will have 20 questions to work out who is written on my post-it note. You are only allowed to use closed questions. So just so we're all clear, what is a closed question?
Yes or no answer.
Spot on, yeah. So yes or no answers. So I will only be able to respond to you with a yes or a no. I won't respond to any other questions. They tend to be questions where you is the second word. So they're all ones like can you, will you, have you, do you, all those kind of ones. Okay, who shall I be today? Okay. Okay, and you're all trying to work out who it is just by the movements of my pen, aren't you? Yeah? What you don't realise is my writing is terrible. Okay, so away you go. 20 questions.
Are you male?
Yes.
Are you a politician?
No.
Are you a musician?
Nope.
Are you an actor?
Nope.
Are you famous?
Yes.
Are you a sports star?
Yes.
How many have we had so far?
6.
Are you a footballer?
No.
Are you a rugby player?
Nope.
Are you an athlete?
Nope. Well, I guess define athlete. Define an athlete. Because surely all sports people are athletes. They all have to. Sorry, who asked athlete? Yeah, define athlete. Oh right, so Olympic athletic sports. In that case, no, not any of those. Then you asked.
Are you a cricketer?
Nope. And then there was. No, not a tennis player. Someone else asked. Sorry.
Do you race bikes?
No.
Are you a boxer?
No, not a boxer.
Do you use balls in your sport?
No.
Do you ride
You're up to 14. Do I ride horses? No.
Do you work with animals?
No.
Are you young?
Define young.
Less than 30?
No.
Are you a swimmer?
Nope.
Do you row?
Nope. Final question.
Do you do family? I don't want that responsibility.
Are you a Formula One driver?
Yes. Only problem is you've run out of questions to answer it. I think once you know it's Formula One, you know who it's going to be, don't you? Lewis Hamilton it is. Well done for getting there. What went wrong?
We're very specific on the questions at the start.
Yeah, so very, very specific. And closed questions are, aren't they? They're very, very specific.
We can still ask questions that will get rid of the large majority of the... Once we knew we were sportsmen.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you knew as a sportsman, then it became football, rugby, and it was all potluck, really. Would you come across the right one?
Then it's do you sit down doing your sport or stand up? Or, do you sit down doing your sport, you get rid of horse riding?
So what happens when we use closed questions with customers?
You're limited with the reaction.
Absolutely. Yeah. Limited information, limited in your responses.
There's no, you can't find out what the concerns are, what the issues are.
Okay, so no good. Don't use those with customers. Okay, what about what's the opposite of closed then? Open. Okay, so what makes a question an open question? Okay, yeah, absolutely, but they begin with some specific words. Can you remember? Absolutely, yeah.
Do you?
Well, not so much do you, but they're all the what, where, when, why, hows of the world, yeah? So there's 6 questions, what, where, when, why, how, I think that's them. They all begin with the five W's and the H. Okay, so we're going to play again, only this time you can only use open questions. However, I do need to ban a few because it would make it far too easy. So you're not allowed to ask what is your name? What is written on the piece of paper? Or who are you? Because that would make it far too easy. Okay, away you go. Open questions only. Let's see how you get on.
Female or female?
That's a closed question.
What are you famous for?
I'm limited in my response. What gender am I? I'm male.
What are you famous for?
I am famous for being an entrepreneur.
Are you in Dragon's Den?
That's a closed question.
Are you in any TV shows?
Again, it's closed.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
What TV shows have you been on?
What TV shows have I been on? I don't think I've been on any, but I might need to Google that to be 100%, but I'm pretty sure I haven't been on any TV shows.
What do you sell?
What are you famous for?
What do I sell? I sell media and communications, trains, planes. Used to sell records. That's a closed question. That again would be a closed question, or a statement rather than a question. Stuck now, aren't we?
No. What
No,
islands
you
do you
are.
own? What islands do you own?
I own, is it called Necker Island? Yeah?
We know you are.
What did your parents name you when you were born?
Oh, now that would be a slightly cheap question. Yeah? Good question, but it's a slight cheat one. So, what is the danger when all we use is open questions?
Again, you might not get the right answers.
Yeah. You might end up going round the bushes. Yeah, you might end up going round and round the houses and not actually getting to the point. So, what is my point? You need to use both, absolutely. We need to use both, don't we? We start with an open question, then we use closed questions so we can clarify the information we're being given and make sure that we've got it right, okay? So you need to use both with customers. Now, what happens when you get that customer that just won't open up? You've tried your open questions and they're just... You put the phone down. There's a good idea. Okay. Anyone ever heard of something called an opening question? They're a bit like tin openers. They open our customers up. No? Anyone ever been asked, tell me about what's happening? Or explain to me how that works? Or just tell me. Perfect. They are all what are called opening questions. And the reason they're called opening questions is they force the person to have to think. When someone comes to you and says, tell me what's happened, explain to me how that feels, describe to me what you'd like to see, yeah? It forces you to think. And then all you need to do is give your customer some space to think and they will respond to you. Guarantee it to you, so long as you zip it, because what we tend to do is when they're silent, we fill in the gap, don't we? And then that just confuses them. But if you ask an opening question, tell, explain, describe, and then zip it, I guarantee you within 5-10 seconds they will come back to you with a response, because they'd have to think about it and then come back to you. Do you have any questions on questions? No? Okay, what type of question was that?
That's a question.